The first time that I informed my family, my parents, about Ian was in high school. And actually, it was not me who informed them. They found a picture that I had stuck together of Ian and I. I had made a love heart picture of Ian and I when we were small kids. I think I was in Form 4 then. That is the first time my parents actually found out.
And it was wild. Aneka called me, she was crying, she was saying, it's over, it's over, it's over. They found out now, Ian, it's over, it's over. And basically it was over. My mom has always been very, very open-minded. She told me, Ian, you'll never be able to love two women. You know, my mom is coming from a single home, so hard to say that. I had to understand from a female perspective what she means by you cannot love two women.
I would love for them to know that
Can begin with this one.
That Ian loves me so much, and that Ian has taken his life to make sure that I am not only happy, not only loved, but my well-being is taken care of, that I'm being cared for in ways beyond just normal care. I'm mentally being cared for. I'm being progressed in my life. So as an individual, I am being progressed. So I would love for them to know that about Ian. Thank you. My greatest achievement in my life, where I stand right now, is being the mother to my son, because he was a dream. So being Mama Alim is my greatest achievement here where I stand right now, because it means that the choices I made in my life have been right choices. They've been the right choices for me. The biggest challenge has been to follow through with these choices. I have had to go against a lot of fears I had, a lot of things that in my mind I thought were so big, and things that I thought, now that I've reached here, I'm like, this was nothing. Like, it didn't matter. If I didn't take the stand for myself, then I would be remaining behind. But the people around me, it wouldn't matter to them. And I thought those people meant everything. Like, I thought if I will go against them, which I'm speaking about mostly my parents, people like my parents, I assumed if I'll stand up against them, then I'm disrespecting them, or, I will be punished and things like that. But coming to realize now, those were just challenges that were in my mind. So breaking through those challenges to achieve my life right now, to make my own choices, that has been my biggest challenge. My name is Anaika Kihuha. I am born and raised in a town called Kisumu, Lakeside City. It is a town in the country Kenya. Well, I'm born and raised here, but my parents and my background come from Southeast Asia, Pakistan. There is where my parents and father ancestors are from. So those are the traditions that I follow. That is who I am as a tribe, a Punjabi, Pakistani. And as a religion, the religion I follow is Islam. I am a Muslim woman, or a Muslima, if you would wish to refer to me as a Muslima. That is who I am. So I am, my religion, my parents' religion, how I've grown up is I've grown up being raised in Islam traditions. Now, currently in this year, as I sit here, I am a proud mother to my son, Alim Olaka Kihuha. 3 months ago, we were blessed with a son, with my husband. I'm a wife as well. I'm a wife to a man, a Rastaman called Ian Harold Kihuha Tuku. So yes, that is my proud family. I'm a family woman, and that is who I sit here as right now.
My name is Ian Harold Kihuha Tuku. So my name is Ian Harold Kihuha Tuku. I'm a Christian. I was born a Christian. Right now, I'm not a Christian at this time. I was raised a Christian, and I was raised here in Kisumu, Kenya. I have basically grown up my entire life in Kenya and in these regions of the western part of Kenya. I am currently 2024, 28 years old, and I am a proud father and a hard-working son.
We met in high school.
Yeah, 2012.
That is about 15 years ago.
Yeah. And we were neighbors as well. We grew up in the same neighborhood. Yeah, we grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Our love began back in high school. It was like a seed or planted. It began back in high school, 2012, Form 1.
Yeah, in Form 1, in the class 8. That is where we met the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, we were neighbors. The reason we got to know each other is because we were classmates, so we were spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, and through that spending a lot of time together, we ended up going to university together. And through university's graduation is how our love blossomed, and it grew to from just a tiny seed of love to what you're seeing now.
Yeah, from high school love to now family love. We became a family.
Yeah, from high school love to family love now.
Yeah. And that is where our real commitment began. And after university,
we began our life here. Our love blossomed, and we began our life now here in Kisumu.
Back to the town where it all began. As it is in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
Yeah.
You will sleep, okay?
Sorry, young man.
So my initial thoughts about my husband when he was not my husband yet, when he was just a boy I met in high school, were, first of all, it was a big crush. Like, I was just obsessed with Ian. I did not think there's going to be any complication because we were still young. I didn't have that far thought of even being with Ian or something like that, how it's going to be. I didn't have that sort of a mindset when I was very young. Initially, when I met Ian, I was 12 years old. The first time that I informed my family, my parents, about Ian was in high school. And actually, it was not me who informed them. They found a picture that I had stuck together of Ian and I. I had made a love heart picture of Ian and I when we were small kids. I think I was in Form 4 then. That is the first time my parents actually found out.
And it was wild. Aneka called me, she was crying, she was saying, it's over. They found out now, Ian, it's over. And basically it was over. Basically then in our mind, because the parents have found out and now it's over.
Oh, my mom's reaction was she didn't talk to me for a month. Behind a picture. I didn't say so much. I didn't say Ian and I are dating.
So basically we thought it was over then, but
I just said that this is someone I love, and she didn't talk to me for a month after that day. After that, things slowly faded away.
So it's always been tough to be in this relationship of hiding, and because I would also love to be free with my wife and then my girlfriend, but I understand the parents wanted us to study and create a life for ourselves before we can go into these games of love. And because they used to keep telling us then, this your games, you guys stop. These games, you guys stop. These games, you guys stop. Here we are today with our son now.
But they were very shocked. They were very angry at me, actually, that I could date someone. Let me put it how it is. Ian and I, we are different cultures and religions. Cultures especially. I think religion doesn't make such a difference as color does. Your race, that is what has been the biggest issue for us, that I am Asian and Ian is African. That has been our biggest milestone when it comes to my parents or when it comes to acceptance from people outside. Yeah, so my mom's reaction was really crazy. My mom is very cultural, let me say like that. My mom is born in Pakistan. My father is grown up here, but my mom is completely grown up in Pakistan. So our mindset is very hard to understand how we live here in Kenya. So it was a big shock to her. For me, I didn't stop. I just stayed quiet and silent, and I continued with my relationship. But later on, I went and told my dad by myself. I told him, see, I don't want you guys to keep finding out this thing from other people. I want to tell you myself. That was still in Form 4, right before we went to university. And I told my dad, I love Ian and I am going to spend my life with Ian. So I am going to tell you this myself. Then my dad, I think, thought it was a joke because I was still young. He goes like, okay, it's okay. You focus on your education for now. Focus on building your life. Then you will see those things later. I'm very sure he assumed that it's something I'm going to fade out of. I had made up my mind because God had shown me what my life is going to be like. Yeah, but it was in general, in a wider picture, it has been a big shock to my parents that I chose to marry Ian. I was seeing them as, okay, these are not, let me put it how it is. These are not people who will support what I love. And as a young person, I didn't understand so much, but I just knew they are rejecting what I love. I didn't know why. I didn't have any explanation. I don't come from a background where we really sit down and conversate so much as maybe would open you up. Yeah, so for me, the initial reaction for me was just distancing myself. Now I shut myself off from my parents. I stopped feeling like they're my friends. I stopped feeling like I can confide in them so much, because I've told them that this is the man I love, and they have said no. So I decided, okay, then I'm not going to share anything else. Then I will just keep my life to myself. Yeah, so my initial reaction was I just pushed my parents away.
For me, my family was very, very comfortable with Naika. Since, as I told you, I grew up in a single house. So it was my mother and my brother. And my mother fully trusted my decisions. As I told you, I grew up making most of the decisions in the house. And actually, my mother found out about Naika through my brother. My brother was the one who told my mom. My mom used to come and sometimes she'd ask me, my boys, who are you guys seeing around here? Who are the women? So I used to say for my brother, and my brother used to say for me. Then we were kids and it was kind of blushing and we were shy. I couldn't say I'm dating Naika or anything. So my mom has always been very, very open-minded. She, around the first time when my brother mentioned about Naika, she even explained to me, and Ian, I remember this till I'll die. She told me, Ian, you'll never be able to love two women. You know, my mom is coming from a single home, so hard to say that. I had to understand from a female perspective what she means by you cannot love two women. And I took that to heart. I have never been in a relationship with any other woman apart from Naika. It's just been my mother, who I was in a son-mother relationship, and now my wife. Never any other woman. Though from Naika's point now, when she was telling me her parents, there was a lot of tension and fear. There was a lot of fear, especially Naika. Naika had fear, and that fear could be transmitted to me. So even right now, we are really readjusting from getting that fear out of our mind. When we walk outside, it's free now. There's no fear that was there then. So it was tough. It was tough, very tough, and it's still tough, but tough times never last tougher. People laugh or something like that. I've also faced rejection from the community, which I did not sort of expect, because we live in a black cultural community. First of all, the one thing that I got from the people around me when we began the relationship is, does that mean that my children will not be part of the community that I am coming from, which is a big thing where I'm coming from. If just generally when I tell my elders that my son is not part of the culture, they tend to, you can feel the drift. So that has always been there with my community. They feel I abandoned them and I went to something else, which is, I don't know about that. I can't really say to that because everyone has their own opinion on that. For me, cultural relationship has been the best thing that could have ever happened to me as a man and as a human being. This relationship changed my life in so many ways. So at first when Naika's parents rejected our relationship, it was very stressful. It was very stressful because it meant Naika and I had to stop our relationship. That's what it meant. So it was very stressful, and the rejection caused me to sort of enclose myself. And until today, I don't know if I've ever really opened up, because the rejection, I've always blamed myself because they rejected me. So there has to be something wrong with me. And until today, the rejection is always there. I feel it, and the rejection has been part of the reason why I had to work so hard, because there was something that I need to sort of explain to them that I can't do this, what they think I can't do. And that was take care of their child. For now, I'm overcoming these challenges by just working. I just work. I've really put my mind into working, and so far the work that I've been doing has mellowed down the rejection that has been there. So I just need to keep working hard, and that will be the only way. I started reading a lot of books back in the village. I read a few books. One of the biggest books that I loved, and I've written it on my wall, is As a Man Thinketh, So He Is. So that basically changed my whole view of life. And also we ended up opening our YouTube channel sometime 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We opened our YouTube channel, and through the acceptance of the population of them, we can call them now our internet or virtual family. We can call them our virtual family have accepted us, and that acceptance sort of gave me some heart of you can do this.
Now that I'm a mom, first of all, being a mom is a very special, very difficult and very demanding role. I have come to understand that it takes a lot of patience. So I started to build that patience towards my parents as well, I believe. But it's very hard to know that they do not accept my family, my son, my husband. For me, my life is my family. It's my husband and my son. We might go through hardships, we might go through ups and downs, but they are my family. Here is where I stay. So it's really hard that to know that these are my parents. You know, these are, other than my husband and my son, these are the other family I have, and that they do not accept my love. They do not accept who I see my family as. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's embarrassing. It's hurtful to me to sit with my husband and, you know, hear that my side of the family is not accepting him. That is really, it's painful to hear. Yeah, that is painful. One belief I did have ever since high school, when I did meet my husband, my future husband, I met him and I knew that, okay, the fact that my mom and Ian are not getting along yet, now I knew that is exactly what is going to happen. Exactly what is not happening is what will happen in the future, that Ian and my mom are going to be the closest. They're going to be very close. So I still see that. I still believe in that we are building right now. So we are still looking towards a long future. Our son is just 3 months old. So yes, I do see a future where our families are one. We love that. We would love that so much. And that is what we are working towards. Our work is not just for us. It's so that we can all live together happily, a big family, our parents being involved, our son Alim being able to be with his grandparents. Like for Ian's mom, my mom-in-law, that this is her first grandchild. Yeah. So it's very important. It's very important that they be involved in our life. And actually being married now, I've come to realize that even more. It's really important to have your elders with you. Our son, Ian, and my son Alim is he's a mixed. He's a Luo and he's a Punjabi. So it's really beautiful for us, first of all, to know that he has all these cultures, and more so even to participate in them, like to be introduced to who he is as his own identity. His identity is he's a mixture of Punjabi, Luo. That's, I think, very important for him. I believe so. Like he has much cultures inside him. It's not just one culture. He's representing love, like he's representing a union. So it's really beautiful for us that Alim gets to know who he is, identifies himself as he represents love. The role that I play, the role that I wish to play in my son's life, to make sure that he understands his identity as a mixture of Punjabi, Luo, Pakistani, is that I try as much as possible. I speak to him in Punjabi language as much as I can, so that it's always at the back of his head. He knows, he learns the language. I cook Pakistani meals. I cook Pakistani recipes at home. Try to introduce him to festivals such as Eid, Ramadan. I try to bring those into my home so that we can celebrate such cultures, for him to know what his identity is. His father is Luo, Ian. My husband, he tries to talk to him in Luo. So that is how we try to install or try to introduce Alim to his identity as a Luo, Punjabi, Pakistani. Yes, he's a mixture of all these cultures. Yeah, so my role, I try my role in him getting to know his identity as much as I can. And that is part of the reason also we love to be able to introduce his extended families to him. Like he also has Kikuyu in his family. Ian's mom is Kikuyu. So he has a lot of cultures to be introduced to, a lot of different things that maybe we as parents yet cannot see that he needs to know. That is part of the reasons why we really love for our family, our extended family, to join the picture. And that's a vision as well, a vision that I am positive will come through, that everyone will be introduced into the picture sooner. Yeah. We try to overcome the rejection from parents, from society, mostly by conversating with one another. Ian and I, we try as much as possible to communicate with one another. I actually was a very weak communicator. My husband has really taught me how to share my feelings out, to stop keeping them in. Like, it won't hurt to let them out as much as it'll hurt to keep them inside. Every good situation we turn to God to show us the way.
I see a better future for my family in extended, Anaika's family and my family. I see a better future for all of us, because Anaika and I are actually putting in the work to make sure that our parents will be comfortable with our choices. So I see a very, very brighter future ahead of us. I see us holding family gatherings together. I see us celebrating. I see good times ahead now as a family. I see good and better times ahead. I see that. So I envision better results, better relationship with my in-laws, and Anaika better relationship with her in-laws. Yeah. It's about to call her father right now. We're about to find out what his take on our relationship is. How does he view it, and what are the challenges that he thinks? Or you guys will see.
Yeah,
Anaika is going to make the
ask
call.
the questions here. I'm just holding this phone in my hand. Okay. So I'm holding this phone in my hand. I'm just about to give a call to my father. There's a few questions Miss Reche team has to ask my dad to do with Ian and my marriage. So I'm nervous. I don't know what the reaction is going to be like, but let us give the call and see.
I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous and very I'm
Heartbeat.
very nervous, guys. This is the first time this is happening ever. So.
Ama Ian should be the one to call him.
No. You know,
I think it will be so crazy. He will not expect it. Try it.
No, have you told him already?
Yeah, I've told him we're going to give him a call.
So I tell him assalamu alaikum daddy.
Yeah.
We're here with
Miss Rachel, yeah. How you would handle it?
Nicole too.
Yeah. Cool, just do it.
Hello, assalamu alaikum daddy. Yeah, we are I'm very good, dad. We are here with. How are you, dad? Yeah, we are starting a new chapter, and this chapter that we're beginning, it's a chapter that we would love to have each one of our families with us now. No more secluding ourselves, no more anything like that. We just want to be with you guys now.
Within a week. Yeah, but very soon now, inshallah, we're just preparing ourselves. Now it's not planning far, we're just preparing ourselves so that we can come and visit you and mommy officially now at home. No, we understand that now. We not only want but also need you guys to be around us, around Alim. We would really appreciate it and love it. Not only through phone we will communicate, also in person we will be meeting much more frequent. The distance from my family, my maternal family, at first when I was a little bit younger, I used to have this mindset that Ian and I, we don't need ever anyone. Like Ian and I, we can go to just anywhere and we will stay, just the two of us. I have been a bit emotional ever since my son has been born. I did feel the urge of wanting our parents to see him, wanting our extended family to be a part of our son's life. But at the end of the day, I love to be with my nuclear family. Yeah. So emotionally, it's a choice that I live by. So when I come to remember, sometimes I do get emotional. I do feel like I would love to meet my mom. I would love to spend time with her. But I choose my family I choose to stay with my husband and my son. Oh, I'm feeling really nice actually. It's the biggest joy when Ian can have a nice conversation with my parents, because at the end of the day, we love them all. Like, we are one family. So when there's such happiness, it makes my heart very peaceful. I feel peaceful in my heart. It's not easy. As I grow, I come to appreciate my mother. I come to appreciate my parents. I come to see the struggles that they have gone through. And that makes me feel like, okay, they don't mean anything wrong for us. So it makes me feel closer to them. They don't really mean anything wrong for us. That makes me feel like we can still be one, makes me want us to be one big family, us to meet them, spend time with them, even not go stay with them, but to be involved in each other's lives. Yeah. So emotionally, it's tough sometimes. It is tough sometimes, yes. We would love to have more involvement.
I'm very happy and proud. I'm proud that first of all we've all welcomed you to our home because you're pushing us to our limits which we need. So I'm proud that we've talked to Aneka's father, and I'm proud of the steps that we are making to seeing a brighter future as a family. Yeah, as a wide family, we're going to have a brighter future ahead. So I'm very proud that these are the steps we're making this year. Yeah. Looking forward to the fruits that they'll come afterwards.
Thank you for bringing that, nice energy and calmness to us. Thank you.
It's a big milestone, right?
It is. It's a big.
It's not a crazy.
It is a big milestone, and we wouldn't have done it if it was not for you guys.
Yeah, si tulikuwa tunasonga tu mbele. I would love my story to teach anyone who will ever get to hear our story, our love story. It's about life. It's about the hardship and the challenges that come with life that we began experiencing at a very young age. We didn't know who we were then. We still don't know who we are now, but I think our love has really taught us that this thing called love, this 4-letter word that people throw around all over, it has powers that we can equivalent to the Almighty, you know. Yeah, like it's with the word love, we've told each other we love each other so much that we just dwell in love. Our love journey has overcome all challenges that are there.
True.
Yeah, love has overcome every challenge that life has put in front of us. Basically, in fact, we were told love will never feed us, but love is what is keeping the world running. So love might not feed you, but it'll keep you going. Loving Anika and the acceptance is not yet there.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a decision that if I was to not know who I was and my love for Anika, I wouldn't have stayed, because there are a lot of things that I personally have had to abandon, things that made me who I used to know. I had to stop all those things to fit to even come close to where Anika's parents would even have me in the same conversation when they're talking to Anika. So it's tough work, and anyway, life is not easy. So it's tough work that has given me a lot of experiences. The experiences I've learned from not having people that accept our relationship has been challenges that I can translate to my other things that I do in life, just work and things like that. I can really translate my affection that I've learned to other things in life. So it's tough, it's full of experiences, and the outcome, mama, the pay is this, what you guys are saying right now. It's a happy family life that at the end of the day, when I'm sleeping, I'm happy. I tell God, thank you for the hard choices I had to make, because I'm happy today. Yeah, so it's tough. It's very tough.
It is.
So yeah, we're heading out to meet Malim, our religious teacher. He's the one who wedded Anika and I, or did our nikah. We want to go and find out his take on interreligious marriage. So let's go, guys.
My expectation on the conversation with Malim is he's going to be understanding, because our past encounters with him have been very nice. We have been to his house. He's been very welcoming, very understanding, very friendly. So I'm expecting him to give us a nice welcome. He's never met our son, actually. We celebrated Eid with him this year. We celebrated Eid with him, and we didn't have anywhere to go, Ian and I, as we're not connected with our parents yet, or friends. So we went to celebrate Eid with Malim. He welcomed us to his home. So yeah, that is who Malim is. So I'm expecting a nice conversation.
Kijana akipenda binti labda amemvutia, ni bora zaidi kwanza aende ashauri wazazi wake. Labda hiyo binti ambaye anasema ama labda amemvutia, yeye hajui mengi kuhusiana na huyo binti ama labda familia yake. Huenda labda wale wazee wanajua hiyo family kuliko huyo kijana. Kwa hivyo nasaha yangu, vijana wa kike na wa kiume wakitamani kuoa, wasiangalie tu ile ambayo imemvutia. Ni muhimu sana kushauri wazazi wake na watu ambao wanajua hiyo family ama huyo binti ama huyo kijana. Jambo lingine ambayo sharia ya Kiislamu imetia mkazo sana katika kuoa, masala mahari. Na hii mahari anapewa binti anayeoleka, lakini sisi mara nyingi watu wamezoea hiyo mahari inapelekwa wapi? Kwa baba ya mke ama familia yake. Na sharia ya Kiislamu inasema hiyo si haki yao, ni haki ya huyu mke ambaye anaoleka anapewa. Hiyo ndio sharia imeweka.
Yeah, so for me, I haven't paid my dowry as yet. I'll be working on that. But as we were doing our nikah, there's a specific amount that was asked that was meant to be given at that exact time. And that's all we did. And nothing more. I've not done anything yet so far. Nothing more. Just during our nikah, the specific amount that was asked, and that was it. And it was a small amount because I wasn't in a position to have anything. So it was a very comfortable amount that I was asked.
Sharia ya Kiislamu imeruhusu. Hata kabla Uislamu watu walikuwa kwa zaidi. Uislamu watu wamepunguza. Kabla Uislamu watu walikuwa wana 10 au zaidi. Lakini Uislamu ikarudisha akawa wamefanya nini? 4. Kwa hivyo katika sharia ya Kiislamu kuoa zaidi ya mke moja inaruhusiwa, lakini ina masharti. Si tunaoa watu vile wanataka, ina masharti. Lazima uwe na uwezo na unaweza ukafanya uadilifu kati yao, katika mavazi, katika sehemu ya kuishi, katika yani kukaa na mwanamke, katika hali yote lazima ufanye uadilifu. Ikiwa unayo uadilifu unaweza ukatekeleza, sharia ya Kiislamu inaruhusu kuoa wanawake 2, 3, 4. Maadamu unayo uwezo ya kuangalia hizo family zote, sharia ya Kiislamu haikatazi. Kwa sababu katika mbile mwanaume, fikiri sote tunakubaliana mke mmoja hatoshelezi mwanamume mmoja.
I'm yet to think of that, polygamy or anything of that. I'm yet finding my way with just one wife. For me to think of another wife yet, I've not even figured out one wife yet. And part of the teachings is like, if I've not even handled one, how can I add one more? I need to be able to handle the one that I have first. Yes. Yeah. So they have not yet started thinking of that, and I'm not thinking I'll think of that anytime soon. Let me have, like, I can provide for even one. I still cannot provide for one, so let me work hard and provide for that one first. No polygamy for me. It's a very educative conversation. I'm getting to learn a lot about in this conversation. I've learned so many things that I had not yet learned, and I think it's a conversation I'd love to have more of it. I'd love to come and get more time and discuss more on this topic of marriage and understand my path well, understand the path that I need to walk in this marriage path very well, so that I can do it to my best as a human being. Yeah, this conversation very enlightening. I've learned a lot. Guys, that you've seen today how, as a interracial man, the experiences I have, the stories I've had, and you've seen where I'm going in the future. This is where we will be coming to an end in this video. Kindly check us out, my wife and I. Our channel is called, you write this on YouTube, Rasta Pakistani. You'll get it anywhere. You'll get it, guys, and we'll appreciate your support so much, and we'll be very happy to see you there. Kindly leave a comment, and we'll love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching.